I want to tell you a story. This story takes place last night. Last night, I took my son to Great Clips, where we get our haircut. And while I was there, because I've already got my free Hollywood haircut in Los Angeles a couple days ago, I didn't need a haircut. I was going to, but I didn't. So really, usually, because when he gets his haircut, I'm in the chair next to him getting mine. So this is the first time that's never happened, where I'm not just kind of just sitting there, not doing anything. Well, it turns out, and a few chairs down, there was a teenage boy. There was a teenage boy getting his haircut. And his mom kind of walked up towards the end, because he was getting a good amount of length cut off of it. And there was a discussion in which the lady cutting the teenage boy's hair said to the mom, "Man, he's got some thick hair," which led to the discussion where the mom said, "Yeah, he probably won't lose his hair either, because my dad," who's, I think her dad was close to like pushing 70, he has a full head of white hair. So you know what I did. You know me. I let them continue to talk a little bit, and then once the boy was done getting a haircut and they were all going towards the register, I interjected. And I said, "You know, I just wanted to confirm," and then I looked at the boy, I said, "You're not going to lose your hair." And so then I had the interest, of course, the lady who cut his hair, and then the mom. And I said, "I'm a YouTuber. If anyone would know whether you're going to lose your hair, it's me. I have a following on this. I make money based off of knowing this, how this works." So then I explained to them my whole theory that I created, how 80% of the time, and I explained how, and I said to the mom, I said, "How was his hair when he was 1 year old?" She said, "Well, exactly like it is now." It was, oh, that's so sad when birds die. I just hate to see that. When they hit that window. But yeah, she said, "Well, yeah, his hairline was exactly the same. He still had he had thick hair as a 1 year old." And then I said, "Well, that's a projection of him at age 35, according to my theory." And so, and then of course I said, "So how old are you?" And he says, "Actually, today is my 17th birthday." And I could tell by looking at him, but I still asked the question. I said, "Well, can you grow a full beard?" He said, "I can't grow anything on my face." And the mom started laughing, basically saying that he wants to be able to grow facial hair, but he can't. So you know me, by 16, I had a full beard and I had to shave it or I'd have a shadow the next morning. That was me at 16. So here's a kid, can't grow a beard at all, can't grow facial hair. And so then we all confirmed that, yeah, you show all signs of someone who won't lose your hair. So my theory about the hairline at 1 year old, the mom confirmed it. The fact that he can't grow facial hair. And then on top of that, there's the fact that the boy's grandfather, or the mother's father, has the full head of thick white hair. But I did tell him in closing, I said, now the only trade-off is, and this is again according to my theory that I've made videos about, that also if you're more likely to keep all your hair, then you're also more likely to go grayer sooner than other men your age. That's another theory that I've discovered as well, which they kind of laughed and said, "Well, that's fine. If I get to keep my hair, I guess I don't care that I go gray sooner." And to which the mom said, "Yeah, well, that is something else that runs in our family. The men do go gray sooner, but they don't go bald." So, you know, this is my life. You know, I run into people out in public that I don't know, never will see them again, don't know their names, they don't know mine. But I see these theories backed up again and again about the hairline at 1 year old projecting you at age 35, about the ability to grow a full beard by the time you're 18. It's the majority of the time when I talk to people. So I've said 80% of the time this stuff is accurate. And very seldom have I found an exception to the rule. So people can believe what they want to believe. But for me, I am convinced. If you cannot grow a beard by the time you're 18, a full beard where you won't have stubble the next day, if you look at your hairline when you were 1 year old, and that's a projection of you at age 35, take a look at those two things alone. And I'm convinced. It's so predictable, it's so obvious. Now, do I need the world to believe me? Do I need that confirmation? Is that important to my identity that people believe me? No. I want to be so clear. I don't care if anyone believes me. Because in my own version of reality, this is what I see happening so predictably. And you know, this story ends last night with this boy, age 17. So then the mom joked, well, there's another birthday gift for you. In other words, that I gave this young man a glimpse at his future, that knowing that he's not going to lose his hair. So what a great gift to receive on your 17th birthday, to be told by this prophetic man that would know as a YouTuber, because this is what he spends 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day doing, knowing that you're not going to lose your hair. That's probably the greatest gift that 17-year-old boy could have gotten. To get confirmation he's not going to lose his hair. And he even admitted, and the mom admitted, like, yeah, we've been talking about this. He was wondering if that's something he's already talked to me about. So like all of his confirmations got to go away. Now, ultimately, what does this story tell us? It again goes back to confirm my theory, which again, I don't care that people believe it or not, about the one-year-old hairline and about the beard thing. I don't care if people believe it. But for anyone who's open-minded, I'm telling you, this is legit at least 80% of the time. And in the real world, these conversations, it's always the same thing. I'll tell you more about it in a few months. You know, that whole secret I've got in January, and me needing to have a Norwood 1 for some secret reason that I can't talk about. But let's just say the person that I might have needed to look like also confirmed my theory. But let's wait a few months and I'll tell you more about that.